Good morning, children. Welcome back to the English session. Today, we are going to deal with the second chapter, The Lost Spring by Anise Jung. Anise Jung was born at Rourkela, India in 1964. She is an Indian woman author, journalist, and columnist. She belongs to an aristocratic family of poets. Her most noted work, Unveiling India, was a detailed chronicle of the lives of women in India. First, let's analyze the title Lost Spring Stories of Stolen Childhood. The word childhood brings us a lot of memories, which is associated with happiness and fun. Childhood is a time where every individual would love to go back. But the writer has used a negative term stolen along with childhood. So we can understand that some children might have lost their childhood or their childhood might have been stolen. Let's see. The background of the story. The story Lost Spring focuses on the children of deprived backgrounds. She analyzes the grinding poverty and traditions which condemn these children to a life of exploitation. The explanation. The Lost Spring has two excerpts. We shall look into the first excerpt, which is Sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. The first excerpt describes the narrator's encounter with the child named Sahib-e-Alam. Sahib and his family migrated from Dhaka after their homes and fields were destroyed by storms. Now they live on the outskirts of Delhi, digging through garbage dumps in the city for their livelihood, expecting they would find gold. Gold means anything and everything. Sahib does not go to school because there are none in his neighborhood. The narrator lightheartedly asks Sahib if he would attend a school started by her. He agrees and even asks the narrator about it a few days later. She realizes that she had made a promise she had not really meant to keep and recognizes with embarrassment that for children like Sahib, such broken promises are common. The narrator notices that his name, Sahib-e-Alam, means Lord of the Universe, which he doesn't know and is very inappropriate from what he actually is. The narrator notes that Sahib and his friends are mostly barefoot and have never worn shoes in their life. Those who do have shoes wear mismatched ones. The narrator recalls seeing many such barefoot children across the country. She recollects people explaining this way as tradition and wonders if this is just an excuse to hide how widespread poverty is. She recalls a story of a boy who was the son of a priest. He would stop in front of a temple where his father was a priest and prayed for a pair of shoes. After many years, she saw a boy wearing school uniform, socks, and shoes, and is reminded of the prayer of another boy who had finally got a pair of shoes of never losing them. The narrator then recollects her visit to Simapuri on the outskirts of Delhi, where migrants like Sahib's family live. The neighborhood is dotted with mud and tin houses without water or drainage. The residents there have no identity papers except ration cards which enable them to get food. For them, having a source of food is more important than having an identity. This is why they prefer to be here than in their home country where they went hungry. The narrator notes that for the adults in Simapuri, rag picking is a source of livelihood. But for children like Sahib, it is a source of hope as they even find money among garbage sometimes. One morning, the narrator finds Sahib watching two young men playing tennis. She notices that Sahib is wearing someone's old tennis shoes and ponders that though he has the shoes, he might never be able to play the game. Another day, she sees Sahib with a steel canister. He had started working at a tea stall. The narrator notes that Sahib is no longer carefree. Now that he works for someone else, he is no longer his own master. The summary of the story. The story tells the writer's impressions about the life of the poor rag pickers. The rag pickers have migrated from Dhaka and found a settlement in Simapuri. Their fields and homes have been swept away by storms. They had come to the big city to find a living. They are poor. The writer watches Sahib every morning crouching for gold in her neighborhood. Garbage is a means of survival for the elders, and for the children, it is something wrapped in wonder. The children come across a coin or two from it. These people have desires and ambitions, but they do not know the way to achieve them. They are quite a few things that are unreachable to them, namely shoes, tennis, and the like. Later, Sahib joins a tea stall where he could earn 800 rupees and all the meals. The job has taken away his freedom. Thus, we have come to an end with the first excerpt. So, let's stop for the time being. Thank you and have a nice day.